You are beginning to bore. You have audience prize. I've got kids at home that would be a better audience than you. The second word is nervous, as in are beginning to make me nervous. And the third word, and most importantly, boys and girls, is evil, as in, and I'll demonstrate the use of all three words. You are beginning to bore me. You make me nervous. Roll tape.
Here you go, old tape. Oh, thank you. Subject myself to you. Hi, Mother.
You bearded, crew cut, black t-shirt wearing, irresponsible, outlaw-like, reprobate. Hi, I'm the wrong hero. And you must be the famous crowd I've heard so much about. Hey, I'm telling you. My kid writes better jokes than you. He's only 3 years old. Would you autograph this blank check for me? You know, people often say, wrong hero, I don't like your highfalutin, smart aleck attitude. And I say to them, oh, and what attitude would you prefer, my good man? That I be a human doormat for your predilections, Messiah? Or should I be the manly manservant that you keep around in case you got some tenants that need to be put down? Well, like I was saying, I'm the wrong hero, and I'd like to welcome you to Super Hell Station. Now, what would happen if you took a carbine rifle and you shot the S off of a Shell gas station sign? Well, you might get something like,
I could just strum, and you could do some rhythm on that.
Hell Station.
Record it. So just something.
Brought to you by Comic Cleanser. Comic Cleanser doesn't clean, it turns everything into a dirty joke. Hey, you got these stains in your sink. Rubber duck duck, mister. Strip down your undies. And by death cars of the rich and famous. So you want to see the twisted spider Porsche that James Dean drove to his doom? Maybe you'd like to get a gander at Jane Manfield's death car. Or else about the death cars of people who almost died in them but didn't. This segment of Super Hell Station is also brought to you by Brian Wilson's Instant Coffee. Hi, I'm Brian Wilson. I used to drop 3 or 4 tablespoons of instant coffee into the hot water, but I got tired of all the bother and inconvenience. And so now, Brian Wilson's Instant Coffee. 5 teaspoons of instant coffee in one. Also brought to you by the If You're Not Going to Buy Something, Get Out store. Don't expect friendly, courteous treatment at the If You're Not Going to Buy Anything, Get Out store. No, our sales clerks are unshaven bravos who like to push little weaklings like you around at the If You're Not Going to Buy Anything, Get Out store.
That's my picture. But they were,
Now,
they were real keen on their
our
dog.
financial service at 6 a.m. presents
Enjoyed listening.
Your Banking Now.
That sounded great.
Our guest host, Jed Clampett.
Terrorizing one.
Well, when a city slicker comes and tries to borrow money against the collateral of a chicken farm and he doesn't know the first thing about chickens, I'd say, turn that man down. That was Your Banking Now with Jed Clampett. Brought to you by the Say, how do I get in on this book club? Are you a befuddled oldster whose eyes are too weak with astigmatism to watch television? Well, try our books on audio cassette from the Say, how do I get in on this book club? Okay, turn off tape. When I was a teenager,
Your wish is my demand.
I just wanted to do one thing. I longed to play football for the couch. Yeah, every time I threw an end pass across the living room, I thought of the day that I would play football for the couch. Well, yeah, I'd dive my hand down in them cushions and pull out quarters and syringes, but I still longed for the day when I could play football for the couch. And now it's Lou Reed on the Artistic Temperament Show. Sorry, I can't perform. Well, that was Lou Reed. And now it's time for Secret Lackey. Secret Lackey. They treat him like a prince, but he's actually a lackey. Oh wait, no, it's Celebrity Secrets. Captain Hook, what's the most embarrassing question people ask you on a first date? Well, they generally ask me how I got this wooden leg. And that's Celebrity Secrets. And now we're going to speak to a real celebrity, Mr. Big Time Celebrity himself, none other than Al Jolson. Celebrities want you out of their way. They want you out of their way. And now it's the He Can't Hold His Liquor at All show. This week's guest,
Beef is ready.
a spiny anteater. And even, only on it came from Sub Pop. Brought to you by the Fox Network. Please, mister. You're hurting my sore arm. Yes, it's the Please, Mister, You're Hurting My Sore Arm show. But first, this word from John Hughes' new movie. And from the man who brought you the Breakfast Club, the Snuggles Group. 4 wacky, irrepressible adolescent fabric softener bear mascots get together and reminisce about the good old days when fabric softener bear mascots got the respect they deserved. That's right, MIT physicists spent 15 years getting these sounds on oscilloscopes so you can enjoy them in the leisure of your own home. 45 minutes of indecipherable squiggles, scrawls, and oral mistakes. Yeah. Thank you. thank you for establishing a rhythm to this show, which is like absolute deteriorization.
No problem, man. I'll be happy to do it for you anytime.
And now this word for just do it.
Just do it. Just mindlessly parrot ad slogans in a futile attempt to show your individuality.
Just do it. And now it's kickboxing karaoke, where we life sync to famous kickboxers pretending to perform their astonishing feats, but actually using simulated replicas. And now it's
monster trucks and muscle cars. No drivers, just monster trucks and muscle cars. That's right, cars made out of human muscles and trucks made out of the decomposed remains of monsters. Monster trucks and supercars. You haven't lived until you've seen these big daddies go wheeling off the side of a gigantic man-made cliff into a crowd of spectators, into a flaming fiery ball of death. Monster trucks, muscle cars, all in one.
there. Now I've cleared out about 3 years worth of phlegm that was accumulating. Now this word for moody rings. They don't tell you. They don't tell you your mood. They're not interested in your mood. They're not interested in much of anything.
Because they're moody rings. They don't like you. They're kind of sick of being told what to do by the likes of you. Hey, get your hands off me, because I'm a moody ring.
And now, for the next 5 minutes, I will show a whole movie of my infant in slow motion with a gigantic drop of drool cascading from his lower lip onto the carpet. But before I do...
Hi, I'm Dave Shea. I'm booking
It's the Hi, I'm Dave Sheehan booking agent show. And now it's the Three Stooges in the story of Jesus.
Frankincense! Get your hands off that knucklehead. Go carry some gold. This cross is heavy, Mo. Shut up, just keep lifting it.
And now it's the perils of Laura Palmer. In last week's episode, the decomposed corpse of Laura Palmer was about to be sawed in half by a gigantic buzzsaw. Tune in next week. But first, Slim Hickman, country and western gangster. No, wait, it's the Tie a Yellow Ribbon show. Wild Man was a gangster and he was in prison. And now he's coming home and this yellow ribbon has become the symbol of returning soldiers everywhere. And now a public service announcement. Recycle. Cycle. Recycle. 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 Because you have already squandered the planet's resources. Recycle. Recycle. Feeling recycle. That recycle gives you recycle. Although someone is putting a band-aid on a carcinoma.
Recycle.
Well, no, no, comfort you.
Recycle.
When fundamentalist tribes who want color television come banging on your door looking for scrap aluminum.
Recycle. Recycle.
So recycle.
Recycle. Recycle.
And now it's sequel, the sequel. It's the sequel to all the sequel films that you've ever seen, incorporating elements of every hit sequel. It's sequel, the sequel. The first is word for vegetarianism. Vegetarianism. Don't do it.
That's 3 words.
Sorry. Didn't mean to confuse you with a mind-numbing array of knowledge. But no. It's the Illiterate's Bible. The evil counterpart to the Reader's Digest, the Illiterate's Bible. In the big... Sound it out, sound it out. But first this word for movie with 3 friends of it, one of whom dies. Now it's the room is spinning.
Recycle. Recycle.
Recycle. Recycle. Recycle. But first, this word for double mint gum. The schizophrenic chewing gum. Double your pleasure, double your mind with double mint gum. Mint gum, 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 mint gum. And now Winnie the Pooh has an evil counterpart to menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you. To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you.
To menace you. Hello, I'm helpless, harmless little Winnie the Pooh. Let's go look for the honey tree.
I'm here.
For the honey tree. For the honey tree. For the honey tree. For the honey tree. For the honey tree.
And I'm mean, irresponsible Winnie the shit. Let's kill some tourists.
And now, it's time for the Midwesterner. Down, roll tape. Down.
Sorry, man.
Down.
We wouldn't change. We wouldn't redirect our creative process. For example, I received a script.
Say, stranger,
We wouldn't redirect.
you're new in town, aren't you?
We wouldn't redirect.
12 years, you say? Well, I ain't never seen you in these parts before. Oh, my darling. Say, you need some air for your tire? Well, City Slicker, that's going to be $1.25. Now, if some kid comes in like this and he wants a little bit of air to put in his basketball, now, that's okay, because we like these big corn-fed, beefy, Midwestern type fellas here. We like to have them around. You know, they come in mighty handy when it comes to pulling Coca-Colas out of the Coca-Cola machine. You know, they're young and flabby, corn-fed hands, just fitting that barrel full of ice like nobody's business. Pull out one of them things slick as a weasel. Don't even have to pay the 5 cents for a frozen bottle of Coca-Cola. Yeah, we like to have good-hearted, upstanding young American boys like this kicking around, because, you know, you never know when you might need somebody that can strip the flow of blood to your brain so you can spout endless inanities like I am doing for up to 8 hours a day to passing strangers who just happen to stop at my gas station trying to get some air from the town. I'm not saying. I like your face. So I'm only going to charge you $1 for this here air. I ain't going to charge you $1.25, but you still don't get it free. I'll tell you what. Wicker here, he says 75 cents. Well, I don't know. You gotta take advantage of me when you say 75 cents. Now if you're 75, you know, he knows 75 cents. Oh, my darling, well, sure, you got all these parts. You know, say I never seen a lot. Comes around your person 12 years. I ain't never seen you. I don't know if it's matter. I wouldn't even pay $300 to rescue you if you were on the operating table. No, I wouldn't pay 30 cents. I'll tell you, you can just be plain old dead, lying there cold as a slab on the operating table, getting ready for the doctors to dice you up. And if you held out your hand to me and said, "Could I have 30 cents so I can have this successful operation?"
That's what we said. Yo, all right, you got it, we got it. We're stepping in the act, You got it. Photography deserves to be applauded. She tore my fucking heart out. I reached for truth a lot, and I got to take the league. Here's the wrong hero. Thank you.
He went to the Midwestern Cow College. That's what it's called. Well, you know, on the curriculum vitae, all you get is like cow stuff. You know, on the curriculum vitae. I mean, you learn how to pull a still steaming calf out of the mother cow and stuff. But he's a smart boy going to that cow college. And now it's the sad story of absent father. Absent father, because other fathers go to work for 8 hours a day and fight traffic on the way home and are humiliated in their jobs and are constrained to take it out on their wife and children. But we don't have that problem because we have absent father.
Are you winding this up soon? Because I'm really hungry.
Okay. I'm winding it up soon. But before I do, I want to tell you about the cowboy, coal miner, construction worker, drill sergeant, astronaut, action adventure hour. Starring the cowboy, the coal miner, the construction worker, the drill sergeant, the astronaut. Scene 1. Well, now, I don't know what we're going to do, coal miner, about the fact that all these kids are just sitting around in their fat duffs watching shows like this instead of going out and conquering unknown territories off in South America. Well, if you ask me, if they were working in a coal mine for 40 years like I was, they'd be too tired to do anything except sit on their duffs all day. What do you think, construction worker? Well, I think that good outdoor work never did any harm to nobody. How's about you, drill sergeant? All right, you maggots, line up. Here's what I gotta say on this subject. I think kids should be forced to go to ritual humiliation seminars in which they ain't even allowed to go to the bathroom because it makes them into men. How's about you, astronaut? Well, I didn't get to be the senator of a Rust Belt state and spend lots and lots of taxpayers' money without, and I learned the secret early on that if you want to get ahead, and you gotta listen to just one simple aphorism that goes ringing in your head, and that is, when you're turned down, turn on. Turn on to the task at hand. What do you think, cowboy? I think it's about time for me to go off and rope some doggies. And that was the cowboy, coal miner, construction worker, drill sergeant, astronaut, action adventure hour.
Thank you.
And now before I go, these public service announcements. Bugs Bunny for teen drug abuse. What's up, Doc? Teenage drug abuse is up. That's what's up, Bugs. And now it's time for Ask Mr. Hero Man, in which members of the audience ask Mr. Hero Man their humble questions which indicate that they're nothing more than myrmidons clustering at the base of his awe-inspiring pedestal-like footwear. Do we have any questions for Mr. Hero Man? Well, I guess that just about wraps up Super Hell Station. But be sure to come back next week when Super Hell Station continues.
Ron Hero, I see you brought your own tape deck.
Eric, roll tape.
Thanks for coming.
Like the baseball team, I'm listening to him talk about all this stuff.
I am tired of your squalid planet. You are useless even as a respectable for my citadel. And you are beginning to bore me.
You make me nervous. Because you're evil. Evil. Evil.
That was Harvey Rudman.
Thank you very much.
And I am the wrong hero, with these points to ponder. You ain't seen nothing till you've seen cataracts. Even a dog will hate you if you hit him on the nose with a basketball. When you play checkers with a chimpanzee, it's nice to let the chimp win 2 out of 5 to keep his interest up. The nice thing about slavery was, it wasn't complicated. The best reading is on Bazooka Joe gum wrappers. Life is too short for crossword puzzles. This is institutionalized dyslexia. The when cry it's me. Sorry, the New York Times for you non-dyslexics. Genius is not a popularity contest. Cheesecake yogurt never tastes like cheese. Masturbation is the poor man's Nintendo. And everybody else always ruins it for a few assholes. Yahoo! Hi, I'm the wrong hero. Welcome to Super Hell Station. What would happen if you got a rifle and you shot the S out of a Shell gas station sign? You'd have Super Hell Station. It's a Floyd the Barn Rower. And I've got a stroke. I can't act in this stupid hour. And now it's Angry Hour with the wrong hero. Unlike Happy Hour, Angry Hour. Mike Tyson as the bartender, and the maitre d' stabs you with cocktail toothpaste at the door. Before our interest wanes, it's the illiterate's Bible. Yes, the evil counterpart of the Reader's Digest, the illiterate's Bible tells lower-class hunkies how to misbehave in polite society. Whenever you go to a restaurant, get drunk as hell and vomit all over the kitchen. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Don't sign up for the armed services, dodge the draft, run off to Canada, sell drugs to pregnant teenagers, come back to the United States, start your own import-export business. Don't pay taxes. Yeah, that's the way. Only in the illiterate's Bible. And now, thank you. It's time for the Ricky Watt and Mrs. Carmichael show, starring Ricky Watt and Mrs. Carmichael. Ricky Watt. Mrs. Carmichael.
Mrs. Carmichael!
Mrs. Carmichael. And the dyslexics. I don't hear it. Swoon rock, ring rock. Why go to the Burger King and spend 99 cents when you can stay at home and hit a picture of your heart with a mallet and spare yourself arteriosclerosis? Ask yourself this question, because America is a great land, a land of choice, a land where even the dogs have their own religion. Yes, it's called heel. And the Old Testament is one word. Sit. And the New Testament is 2 words. Good dog. But wait, before we do too far, it's time for the cowboy, coal miner, construction worker, drill sergeant, astronaut, action adventure hour. Starring the cowboy. Howdy, folks. The coal miner. It's a pretty rough life I've had working in them coal mines. The construction worker. I think these kids ought to get off their big dust. The drill sergeant. All right, you Vegas, line up. And the astronaut. Well, Mr. Midwestern hayseed hit from Ohio, I got the descender. And I didn't even have to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel to do it. But wait. This episode of the Cowboy, Coal Miner, Construction Worker, Drill Sergeant, Astronaut, Action Adventure Hour is brought to you by the penis. Made for a woman. But men like it too! And by criminally insane glue. It sticks to its own alibi. It takes a licking and it keeps on sticking. It sniffs itself because it's criminally insane glue. But before we present the astronaut, coal miner, whatever, action adventure hour, it's monster cars and muscle trucks! Muscle trucks, monster cars, made out of muscles, made out of monsters. We don't know what they are. They're not human, but they almost breathe. Monster trucks and monster cars. I sent a message in a bottle. But before I could send a message, I had to empty the bottle. So the message finally read something like this. Help. I drank too much. I think I'm going to be sick. And the K sort of trails off in an illegible scroll. I always thought that things would be more fun if they were all conducted in the spirit of the tobacco auction. Sean, you're all familiar with the tobacco auction now. Burn this picture. The tobacco auction is conducted by a Scotch-Irish fellow that's been living in the same sinkhole, South Carolina, for 12 generations. And it's totally unintelligible except to people present at the tobacco auction. It goes something like, this adventure in cultural folkways was brought to you by The Wrong Hero. And by Filthy Midget Mart. It's right across the street from Purity Supreme. It's Filthy Midget Mart. You'll be waiting on by filthy midgets, and they'll sell you vile, filthy midget gadgets like prosthetic devices that make them appear to be normal, but actually they're filthy, cretinous, slimy midgets. Only at the Filthy Midget Mart. And by the 1 cent store, directly across the street from the 99-cent store. And by the $1 million store. Our motto is, if you're not gonna buy something, get out! Because it's the $1 million store. And now this message for Jesus Christ Soup. And Sergeant Carter for Preparation H. Kyle! You call me Sergeant? No, these hemorrhoids are killing me! Have you tried Preparation H, Sergeant? Say, Kyle, it works! Surprise, surprise, surprise. For once you gave me good advice. Shazam. And by Unlucky Charms. For years, horrible cartoon toddlers with round heads have tormented me for my marshmallow traits. They've kept me locked up in Stygian cartoon jungles, imprisoned, my own better nature shackled to the exigencies of commerce. But now I am free to wreak havoc.
They want marshmallow stars?
I'll give them marshmallow stars. I'll turn their feeble sun into a gigantic toasted marshmallow. They'll be whistling through their teeth in the dark while they all freeze.
'Cause I'm not kind, gentle Lucky Charms. I'm
Unlucky Charms.
And now, Cultural Crossroads brings you another important episode of The Midwesterner. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Daddy, I think I'm pregnant.
You.
That was the award-winning The Midwesterner. If you want to continue to see fine programming like this and other fine programs that we show on the Wrong Hero Network, please pledge your kidneys to the Wrong Hero Network. And now it's the final segment of our Cultural Crossroads.
The me ordinary liquor up genocidal American cowboy show. Where liquor crazed yahoos murder simple naked aborigines that never heard of guns and fire water till the white man came. Hi, I'm rootin' tootin' shootin' American genocidal cowboy. I'm so kill crazy, I kill for breakfast. And you know what I do for lunch? I watch them bleed. And I'll tell you something else too. Yeehaw! If the sun weren't my personal lamp, I'd snuff it out like a light.
I'm so mean, I married a prostitute with a heart of gold and pawned him. Well, that was the prize-winning Cultural Crossroads with your incredibly, supremely, ethnically sensitive host, The Wrong Hero. And now The Wrong Hero would like to present The Guide to Europe with musical accompaniment by The Wrong Hero. Denmark, mysterious land of fjords and other unpronounceable geographical anomalies. Denmark, full of miserable, big-boned ex-Vikings with crooked teeth who sit in miserable hovels reading Hamlet by the light of whale-fat lamps, eating raw salted salmon and committing suicide when they realize how squalid their miserable existence really is. Denmark. And now let's travel a little bit south to Holland. Butter-eating, Heineken gulping, clog-wearing fatzos whose eyes are crossed from staring at windmills, whose fingers are all shriveled up because they stick them in dikes, and whose main tourist attraction is low dives where tourists can get fucked up on hash. Holland. And now let's travel even further south down the River Rhine to Germany. Ah, Germany. Beer-bloated, sausage-eating, sauerkraut gulping right-wingers who drive too fast. A lot like us in many ways. And now it's the land of mystery. Hungary. Goulash-eating, paprika-stinking, suicidal whiners whose biggest accomplishments were Rubik's Cube and Zsa Zsa Gabor. Hungary.
venture north into Russia. Or should we call it Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Moldavia, Serbia, Croatia, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan,
Chernenko Kornagev, corned beef hash on rye, crazy mixed up CIS, Boris Yeltsin cotton candy, stain head, little dolls inside of a little doll's country.
or what? And now we travel to Turkey. Curd killing, heroin smoking, pastry gobbling, and pathologically cruel Turkey. Now let's go to Poland. Duck's blood drinking, vodka swilling, clumsy,
Stubborn, thick-headed dolls. Oh no, the Poles have gone to bad press. Yeah, any intelligent guy will tell you that Madame Curie, the only woman to win the Nobel Prize twice, was in fact a native Pole.
And now let's go to sunny Spain. I'm not sure that's sunny Spain. This is more like it. The land of siesta-taking, paella-eating, hat-wearing, red wine-drinking hombres with wicked tempers from sangria hangovers. You ever see a sangria hangover?
Ah, this sickly, sweet shit coating my tongue. This bile I'm puking up every 5 minutes. I can't stand this anymore. I've got to switch to something like amaretto or something.
And now, sunny France, full of wine-slurping, breeze-stinking, syphilis-infested, adulterous, tongue-kissing, pornography-eating, snail-eaters. And let's not forget tiny Switzerland. The Swiss, cuckoo clock making, chocolate eating, Swiss cheese drilling, Swiss bank account holding money grubbers. And Monaco, home of casino gambling, recklessly driving playboys. And a tour of Europe would not be complete without sampling Greece. The Greeks. Bouzouki playing, ouzo drinking, baklava eating, olive munching, Dukakis and Paul Songas spawning, stuffed grape leaves slurping, pistachio crunching, sailor cap wearing, cologne reeking, black suited Greeks. Now here's something I'm sure you'll all enjoy. L'Italia. Home of crooked cigar smoking, olive oil slurping, oversized car driving, dagger wielding, mafia fearing, pope worshiping, greasy, garlicky, spaghetti eating, sex crazed, emotional fascists who haven't won a war in 2,000 years, yet who are born dictators, whose biggest goal in life
is to bark incomprehensible orders at their betters.
And we're getting closer and closer to the theme of today when we discuss. That's an English horn. That's your cue to think, oh, England. Yes, England, full of snobbish, inbred, Henry VIII worshipping, bulldog-loving sots who sip tea in perpetual drizzle and complain all the time and who will always fight to the last American. That's Britain. playing, whiskey drinking, skinflints, who taught the American businessman everything he knows. Scotland. And now we get to the Irish. The Irish. Some people say the Irish are bad-tempered. It's a filthy lie. Some people say the Irish are penny whistle tooting, corned beef gobbling, bomb throwing, brogue talking, fiddle playing, bog trotting, potato eating, Barney stone kissing, Guinness swilling, clay pipe smoking, shillelagh wielding, shamrock worshipping, leprechaun hallucinating, rock gut gulping, ether sniffing, incomprehensible poetry writing, Morris dancing, mandolin playing, ale slurping dipsomaniacs. Well, you can believe that if you like, laddie. But here on it's St. Patrick's Day, and I won't hear a word spoken against the Irish. Now, I will do my impression of an Irishman turning into a subcontinental Indian. I will, in fact, require musical accompaniment for this piece. And what was that? India Pale Ale I swilled. I feel myself beginning to change. I don't know what is happening to me now. Thank you very much. Oh, must fight. Can I help you, sir? No, can't let it take me over. Please be seated, sir. No, must take red duck from off of my forehead now. It's no longer red beef I'll be eating, but rice and lentils. No, must I? Well, I'm the wrong hero, and you are beginning to bore me. You make me nervous. Nervous! Nervous, 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 hey, nervous, hey, nervous, hey! Because you're
am the wrong hero. Some say the wrong hero was the aftermath of the Big Bang, a cosmic particle malevolent in nature which drifted endlessly until it came to light on planet Earth. Others say the wrong hero was the result of spontaneous generation. I'm the wrong hero. Occupation, planet Earth. My birthplace, the cosmos. But I always wanted to marry the girl from the next galaxy. Yes, I'm the wrong hero. My current home? I have no home. I have no home address. But I have a dress. My marital status? None. That's right, I'm married to a nun. My car, a lime green 1980 Chevy Malibu. I like to take it to sleazy weddings and cause trouble. Plow a path right through the bride's people. The last good movie I saw, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Especially the part where the old cowboy gets up and goes,
You're sitting on a mountain of gold, you don't even realize it.
you remember that part. The book I've been reading lately, The History of Dust, a must read. My favorite pig out food, chewing tobacco. My favorite performers, Marlon Brando as the Godfather, and John Wayne as Attila the Hun. My prized possession, my sanity. My favorite childhood memory, driving the spike into Frankenstein's brain. Every New Year, I resolve to start inhaling. Nobody knows I'm part human. I've never been able to convert matter to energy, but I know somebody who knows the formula. If I could do it all over again, I would have started wearing shoes before the age of 18. I want to teach my child to hide that third eye. My fantasy is driving a truck into the Montel Williams show. My other fantasy is to go to church and fish. People who knew me in high school said I was insane, but they were the insane ones. I knew I was a grown-up when I ate a pint of Haagen-Dazs and almost died. getting up here. Behind my back, my friends say, we don't know him. If I weren't an outer space alien, I wouldn't fight so hard to destroy your Earth comedy. My most humbling experience? Realizing I could have earned a better living as a dishwasher. When people first meet me, they hate me. But when they get to know me, they hate me even more. Because I have a gold exterior, and my heart is made of grunt. The words that best describe me: I can be vicious. I can be cynical. But deep down inside, the wrong hero is a chimpanzee. You know you've given a successful party if you take the sleeping drunks, multiply them by the number of people who vomited on the nitrous oxide tank, and divide by the number of patrons. I'm the wrong hero. I have no sister. I had to be a son and daughter both to my parents. I am the wrong hero, and I have come to Earth not to entertain so much as because I was hungry. Like a fly on the wall, I spy from my little eye the Frank standing in the pointed-shaped doorway, his glistening beard sending Morse code signals out to submarines at sea. From the other corner of my little eye, Swilly, quite uncharacteristically drinking from a container of polar water. Polar water? Next thing I expect to see him go, I'm melting! You have destroyed such wickedness even though you are nothing but a little girl! Over here, we have a man who was starring in the production of Gambit, the classic caper film in which a jewel thief outwits several constabularies and gets away with it. I'm the wrong hero. Welcome to Hell's Station. Each week we imagine what would happen if you took a high-powered rifle and you shot the S out of the Shell gas station sign. You'd have Hell's Station. This week on Hell's Station, the Bad Samaritan. He's the one who goes around the hills of ancient Judea with a knobby stick hitting travelers who were wearing cowls on the head and then leaving things for his brother, the Good Samaritan, to clean up. It's a racket! And also, the cute and adorable Penguin Show, starring a smelly rat bird too stupid to fly, who can't even walk, but sort of just struggles along like this. A fishy, lousy, fish bait rat, cold And now my impression of a fireplace. Now it's time for the cowboy, coal miner, construction worker, drill sergeant, astronaut, adventure hour. Starring the cowboy. Howdy there! The drill sergeant.
All right, you maggots, line up!
The construction worker.
I think all these kids ought to get a job.
The coal miner.
I've been working in these mines for well on to 40 years.
And the astronaut. I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy from Ohio. I'm a senator now. This week, what to do about the guy who goes around with a ball-peen hammer smashing little holes in windshields and then leaving a card on the car saying, "We'll repair your windshield cheap."
Well, I worked hard to earn this Toyota Tercel. 40 years in the mines. I'll smash his head with a ball-peen hammer. What will you do, cowboy? Yeehaw! Well, I'll tell you, I'd get good looking up and get those 6 guns blazing up, walking in that man's house. I'd kick the door open, boom, like that. All right, who's the cowpoke that messed up my Dodge Blazer?
What about you, astronaut?
Have my government procurement officers take care of that matter. Just small thing to do.
What about you, drill sergeant? What would you do if a man smashed your windshield with a ball-peen hammer?
I'd use him for my ball-peen hammer. I'd load him in a cannon and shoot him straight to the godless atheistic capital of Beijing. There they go.
Well, that was another level-headed episode of the Cowboy, Coal Miner, Construction Worker, Drill Sergeant, Astronaut Action Adventure Hour. Now stay tuned for Absent Father. Absent Father. Wherever he's supposed to be, he's not there because he's absent father. And his son, absent career man. Absent career man.
Absent career man? How come you never run to watch the kids grow up?
I guess my father was like that. He was absent father. And now, Alfred Hitchcock's Cartoon Hour.
Good evening. Tonight we present the adventures of a 6-foot-tall retarded duck who is perpetually finding himself in a pot of boiling water as part of a feeble-minded cat's adventure in the culinary arts. Tonight, baby Huey will join Casper the Friendly Ghost,
Superboy,
Count Dracula, Count Chocula, Frankenberry, the Three Stooges, My Little Margie, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs,
and that cute little fish from The Little Mermaid.
in a pot of boiling water. Casper, being a disembodied dead infant ghost, will be the last to decompose and can comment in a squeaky voice upon the cream of protein soup
Dissolution of his cartoon companions.
all on Alfred Hitchcock's
Cartoon Hour. But first, this word from our sponsor.
Cosa Nostra condoms. Because it's our thing. Peanuts, popcorn, get your peanuts and popcorn here. Peanuts, popcorn, dynamite.
Give me a bag! Hey, it's a TNT bar!
Sure, with TNT you get an extra drop of nitroglycerin in every stick.
But I'm allergic to nitroglycerin, and besides, it sets the security alarms off.
Well, try nitro-free TNT. With that extra added drop, of Galganite. Also brought to you by the evil counterpart to the Reader's Digest, the Illiterate's Bible. Unlike the Reader's Digest, which teaches you to always examine the kitchen before you eat out in a fancy restaurant or even a greasy spoon, the Illiterate's Bible tells you to be your freewheeling, lower-class self with absolutely no ambitions whatsoever, who is willing to shout the same phrase 4 or 5 times loudly across a public thoroughfare just because he wants to make his voice heard. Yo! Yo, Tony! Tony! Hey, Tony! What's up, Tony? Hey, Tony! These lessons and more only in the Illiterate's Bible. And now, Sergeant Joe Friday talks about radio scripts. 6:05 a.m. This clumsy framing device is a convention of radio narrative in which a time and place has to be established within the first 10 seconds or else the audience will turn the show off. Of course, lacking a visual component did not, in fact, harm Dragnet whatsoever. In fact, it enhanced the experience of the stern, tough-minded, yet with a heart of gold, Police Sergeant Joe Friday and his affable companion. And now, Bill Cosby on Why I Need More Money.
It's not enough that my show is in eternal syndication. I also must make low-budget films, which
nobody wants to see, even on video, even if they're free. And now, before we go, Bob Hope on Why I Shout, only on Celebrity Underground.
Hi, I'm Bob Hope, and I was in vaudeville, so I had to project to an entire hall. That is why my humor is so broad and obvious, so that even the drunk in the back row
could hear me. Now, Edgar G. Robinson, drug outlaw. Oh, we're gonna knock over the drugstore seat, boys. Listen, no parking zone sign face. You're gonna stand outside and fool the bulls into thinking there's no parking zone sign there. And flat top, you're gonna drive the getaway car seat because the rest of us are gonna be too fucked up on Dilaudid to make the turns. You know what I mean? And sideways, you're just gonna guard the door and you're gonna put a little needle in the doorbell so that if any nosy bulls come snooping around, they'll get themselves a red thumb. Now, finally, music with the wrong hero. Yes, it's music with the wrong hero, where we discuss all forms of music from around the world. Classical music.
Fiddle-dee-dum music for tweedy dolts that sit around smoking pipes with that awful maple rum mixture and surrounded by dusty old books. I hate classical music.
Let's try again.
Putting you asleep? Guy's falling asleep, Francis. That's some new stuff, whatever.
Hi, I have a 666 on my forehead, but I'm holistic. Drunk, fired, broke, single white American. That's all that I have to my name is my name. Drunk, fired, broke, single white American. All I have left to share is my shame. Country and Western music. A soap opera for drunks as the world spins. And now, everybody's favorite, disco. Maybe not. Come to Jamaica, where you will walk in the fine white sands in your bare feet because the natives will have stolen your shoes and eaten them at the airport in Jamaica. Come, where you'll be terrorized by ganja-addled socialists who hold you at gunpoint in sunny Jamaica. But of all the musical forms that hell ever spawned, the music I hate the most is rock and roll. Rock and roll, secular humanist religion or capitalism in 145? You decide. Consume, 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 fornicate, fornicate, die, 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 die. Classic rock and roll song. Thank you very much. I'm the wrong hero. Good night.
Greetings, Earth meat. I am the wrong hero. I expose raw psyches 12 ways. Twice as effectively as the average. I'm the wrong hero. Welcome to another session of Hell Station. What happens when you get a high-powered rifle and you shoot the S off of a Shell gas station sign? You're transformed into Hell Station. Tonight on Hell Station, we present for our first act, Quandaries of the Civil War. This week, what if Italians had been slaves? Hey, quit whipping that man! Mind you, looking pale! This segment of What If Italians Were Slaves is brought to you by Mafia Health Insurance. Because you wouldn't want anything to happen. And by the Peacekeeping Junkie Expedition Corps. And by Anarchy Light. Less politically destabilizing than the leading brand of chaos. And now Scooby-Doo explains the theory of relativity. And now, Astro in Unrequited Love. Gee, Astro, my dad's a human and you're a dog.
I don't care. I love you, Roy Swenson. I love
you. And by the longest running soap opera in American history, Satan Place. Well there, Satan, I see you're getting yourself a haircut. Yeah, trim it around the horns, will you? Only on Satan Place. And now the Wrong Heroes award-winning medley of War and Blue Velvet.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. 1, 2.
She wore blue velvet.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. 1. And now, this word for Einstein's wieners. Einstein's wieners. We're the best, relatively speaking. When you go to Einstein's wieners and you ask for a hot dog with everything, we tell you that according to the laws of physics, that's impossible. At Einstein's wieners, where the smart people eat. Now, Cultural Crossroads brings you the adventures of Southern Man.
You might think I talk like this because I'm forever preparing to take a shit. But actually, it's just part of my regional heritage. What do you do around here anyway, asking these questions, huh?
That was Southern Man. And now a whimsical moment with Super Granny. Blessed with the mysterious ability to make 4 cups of tea out of 1 tea bag and to stop a baby from crying from 40 yards away, Super Granny fights against sloppy table manners.
What do you mean by coming around here anyway? Just because I slobber food on my plate, well, I mean, that's no reason for you to persecute me, Super Granny.
And now, it's the Flintstones Bar.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
They're a bunch of drunks and cavemen.
From the town of...
Oh, I forget where the hell it was.
They're a page right out of history. When they invented beer in 17 BC, they forgot how to write history. The Drunken Flintstones.
And now, Wolfman Jack ruins the oldies. This week. Wolfman's intrusive voice will destroy all of the charm of Earth Angel.
Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
Yeah, that's what it is. Earth Angel by the Imperials. It was number 1 in 1958, or maybe it was number 8 in 1951. I don't know. I don't remember anything. I'm broadcasting from an illegitimate radio station south of the border. I don't even know my own name anymore. What is it? Am I the guy from Question Mark and the Mysterians whose name was Question Mark? Or am I that guy that sings Wooly Bully? That's Sam the Shaman and Arrows singing Earth Angel, Earth Angel, Earth Angel. Oh, how I adore you, Wooly Bully.
And now, it's WBEA.
We play nothing but Beatles hits 24 hours a day.
In segments no longer than 3 seconds.
I held her hand in mine, oh, she was just 17. She'll let the goose day, oh boy, number 9.
Only on WBEA, we devote a special segment to songs that the men wrote but never recorded. Bonita, Bonita, bad to me. Only on WBEA, all Beatles all the time, until you can't stand it anymore, until you get a high-powered rifle and you go hunting around in Dakota and looking for somebody to shoot down. And who should be there? Who should just happen to be there with the man with the number 17 album in 1980? 10 years after his band broke up, there's 250,000 people who will buy anything that John Lennon does.
John Lennon, my famous spastic drool on art paper. Conceptual piece. 45 seconds of blank tape, and then loud electronic noises, and that goes.
And now, the Wrong Hero would like to present a public service announcement for dyslexia.
Pots!
That's the way a normal American boy calls his dog Spot if he's dyslexic. Hi, I'm the Wrong Hero. And I plead with you to stamp out this scourge of dyslexia. Otherwise, our children will be reading Dick and
Enosh!
and following the adventures of the kitten. And now, it's the Kitty Hour with Hash with Goofy. We're talking to famous Disney star Goofy. Let's hear what he has to say on Hash with Goofy.
The Disney characters are an evil abomination made up by some hick from Kansas City who sees everything in Kansas City vision. And pretty soon, the people will turn on us and revile Disney characters because of overexposure in the media. Be our guest, be our guest.
That was Hash with Goofy, and now, number 9 on our most wanted list, Married with Hoover. Love and marriage, the FBI's role you can't disparage. Looky, there's Clyde Tolson, he's better than Jimmy Olsen. Try to entertain them, it's an illusion. Try, cause it only leads to mass gender confusion. Married with Hoover. And now, our oldie station presents
It's the same 6 songs. Which 6 songs should we play today on our oldies section? Let's see.
Down in the boondocks, down in the boondocks.
What else we got?
Get a job, sha-la-la-la.
On a good day.
Hey, Mr. Bassman.
And of course, all the old staples.
When Queen the Eskimo gets here, I'll learn how to sing in key.
By Man for Man, Mark II. And of course, Hey Tonight, world's most cerebral song. Hey Tonight. Yep, you can really learn a lot from a song like that. Whoa, hey tonight. And it's Creedence Clearwater Revival, singing the hits of Plato. Down on the corner, what is the nature of reality? It ain't me, it ain't me. I'm not some fortunate patrician. And I wonder, who can stop Heraclitus from making all those crazy theories up? No. A break from your usual ice creams. It's politically incorrect ice cream. That's right, you can go into that fucking ice cream store and order any damn flavor you please without some whining namby-pamby trying to boss you around like some Stalinist nutritionist telling you what's nutritionally correct for you. Well, I'll have 1 pint of dolphin, 1 pint of chewing tobacco, and 1 gallon of Mexican car fume exhaust. Only at the politically correct ice cream parlor. And now, it's Sodomists of the Old West with Wild West Shaman, hero of the West. Wild West Shaman's boy companion is Sparky.
Gee, Wild West Shaman, why are we going around killing Indians all the time?
Verily, it is said that each human contains within him a vast potentiality of both the light forces and the forces of darkness. These savages, as we style them, represent the dark forces which threaten to subvert civilized man and his civilized works at every corner.
Gee, that sure clears up a lot for me.
He's Wild West Shaman, the hero of the West. Now, welcome to Small Town Hell, starring Mickey Rooney as juvenile delinquent.
I'd like to steal these hubcaps, but I'm too short to reach them.
And now, the sequel, long awaited to The Young Guns. The young Tommy Guns meet Teenage Mutant Ninja Gangsters. Why are we going on this killing spree?
Don't talk! Uzis speak louder than words. Look, there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Gangsters. Get them!
Hey, look, I got a hostage. Now what do we do? Fuck it. And now, Wrong Hero Mystery Fiction Action Science Theater presents The Big Monster.
Why are we fighting the big monster? Because he will destroy the entire Earth!
And now Hell Station brings you Mr. Good and Mr. Bad. Say, Mr. Bad, if I hang out with you, I might learn how to be a little badder, a little less good, because after all, moderation in all things.
Well, Mr. Good, I was thinking the same thing of you. Maybe some of your good qualities would rub off on me, and then I could find me a good woman, and you could find yourself a bad woman, and you'd be a little more bad, and I'd be a little more good.
And then we'd be Mr. Mediocre. And now, Invasion Earth. Why do we wish to bother with the primitive, squabbling tribes of this puny planet? They have some incredibly rare material, which is extremely common on our planet, and we wish to exploit it. They look very strange. Yes, but to them, we are the strange ones. And now, Alfred Hitchcock presents Actors Are Cattle. The stage boards are a buckboard, which lead actors to their slaughter. That was Alfred Hitchcock. And now, the real Aladdin. Oh, please, Effendi, do not harm me. I only desire to have a crust of bread. Well, around here, beggars who come looking for a handout get a hand off. The Wrong Heroes Action Adventure Hour presents the archetypal sports film featuring Mr. Athlete.
Mr. Athlete? Why do they call you Mr. Athlete?
Because they have a lisp. My real name is Mr. Athlete.
Mr. Athlete? Why do people do sports anyway?
Well, I'll have to get back to you on that one, Sonny. I never really thought about it very much.
Mr. Athlete. And now, The Law of Nature, starring My Little Dog. No, wait, we don't have time for that. Now we gotta present I Am Not a Spy. What brings you to this country? I am not a spy. Well, you're gonna have to prove it. I am not a spy. Is that all you know how to say? I am not a spy. Don't you want to see a lawyer or something? I am not a spy. And now, Man Detective.
Why do we hunt down criminals? Man Detective?
Truly, there is a dark side and a light side which embodies itself in each individual.
And now, before we go, another heartwarming adventure with Dr. Humble.
Say, I see you broke your leg fixing those windows up there. Gee, I wish I had a job like that.
Well, what makes you say that, Doctor?
Well, I don't know. I mean, being a sawbones ain't all it's cracked up to be. I mean, it's sort of like fixing a car. Any red-blooded American boy can do that. No, I want to be up there on one of those skyscrapers, wiping windows, because I'm
Dr. Humble. Paging Dr. Humble. And now, The Wrong Heroes romantic interlude featuring Mr. Love and Little Miss Hate.
I'm crazy about you, baby. Crazy about you. Ah, you tin-horn chiseler, I wouldn't give you the time of day. But I even changed my name to Crazy Botcha, baby. That's how crazy botcha I am, baby. Go on with your bad self now.
The Wrong Hero regrets that he does not have time to present the following shows. Billionaire Teacher.
Gee, billionaire teacher, how can I grow up to be like you?
Well, just tend to your lessons. Dr. Tarzan and Nurse Jane.
Tarzan, why are you becoming a doctor all of a sudden?
For too long, I have let Edgar Rice Burroughs' racist ideology inform my thoughts. Now I wish to help these people that I have harmed. And now, the musical, starring Dr. Liberace. Mr. Piano Man, will I ever play doctor again?
I don't know, little Jimmy.
And now it's the Ice People. Hey, baby, you're not one of the Ice People now, are you?
Get away from me!
Yes, only on the Ice People. You'll also be missing Dr. Taco and Mr. Bell.
What's that hanging out of your pants, Mr. Bell?
Dong. And security guard comedian.
Guard! Guard! Come here at once!
Hey, what do you mean by yelling at me like that? I don't stand here going, victim, victim, stay over there. And Mayberry 2000.
Is opium, ain't me. Why do you think he scratches himself all the time?
And finally, President Crook. President Crook, President Crook. You won't read about him in any history book. He's President Crook, President Crook. And I'm the wrong hero. And you are beginning to bore me. Because you're evil.
Evil! Evil!
They have another band.
What is your name?
Hold on, you're not on. You're not on.
Greetings, Earth Meat. I am the wrong hero. And for the next 20 minutes, you will be my helpless, pitiful house of Earth slaves. As I present Hell Station. Hell Station. When you get a high-powered rifle and you shoot the S off of a Shell gas station sign. Hell Station. I am the wrong hero. Occupation, insect pest. My current home, inside of a raisin. I married the moon. But the sun was my mother-in-law. And it took 2 men and a boy to hug her. And she was so big she had her own zip code, which burned up in the sun. My favorite pig-out food? Heroin and cream puffs. My most prized possession? My collection of mad scientists. You know, mad scientists come in all different types. There is the
fools, the scoundrels, they laughed at my theories at the university. Well, show them all!
There's that type of mad scientist. Then there's the guy in the lawnmower man. Not really mad. Just a little on the edge. But through the love of a good woman and the bonding attachment he forms with an impressionable pre-adolescent, that mad scientist is redeemed. Every New Year's Eve, I resolve to try to act more human. Because people resent me. Not only do I try to act human, I try to act white. But nobody knows that I'm blonde all over. I've never been able to get a laugh. I want to teach my child to be afraid of bullies. My fantasy is trading bald jokes with Montel Williams. I knew I was a grown-up when I made my dentist throw up. Behind my back, my friends say, "Are you sure his back is completely turned?" My most humiliating experience, realizing that most people have health insurance. When people first meet the wrong hero, the words that best describe the wrong hero, he is a manly man. Welcome to Super Hell Station, sponsored by politically incorrect ice cream stores. Excuse me.
Can I have 1 pint essence of Cuspidor? 1 pint paint thinner rag?
And 1 gallon spotted owl? Only at the politically incorrect ice cream store, the sponsor of Super Hell Station. And now, a network premiere. Network premiere, the movie. You've heard about a network premiere for a long time now. It seems that every Sunday we present a network premiere, but until now you haven't been able to see the real network premiere. Starring Stupid Dad, the mom who knows more than she's telling, and the adorable dwarf on a network premiere. But first, this word for WBEA. WBEA, we play all the Beatles hits all the time and nothing but. In fact, we play Beatles hits that weren't even hits, that nobody ever even heard of. The Inner Life. You know my name. Come up and look up the number. You know my name, look up the number, and more. That's right, even George Harrison B-side. We play them continuously 24 hours in a row because we're WBEA. You sometimes spray shaving cream into your mouth by accident, on purpose, and try lemonade shaving cream. With lemonade shaving cream, you got great big balls of comfort. And now, Super Hell Station presents Bad Father.
Hey, Dad, look at me! Look at me, Dad! Hey, Dad, look at me!
No.
That was bad quality. And now, And Indians, the only primetime show written by American Indians. I find that I only watch shows written by American Indians, don't you? Yes, it's the correct thing to do. Let's go to the politically correct ice cream store and get 1 pint pemmican, 1 pint peyote chip, and 1 pint loco weed. To go.
Right on.
Now it's Dr. Elvis and Mr. Yale. What happens when an Arkansas governor and also Rhodes Scholar becomes President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces? We'll see on Dr. Elvis and Mr. Yale.
Well, when I'm down among the common people, I feel just like one of them. A lumping crap!
Take it easy there, Dr. Elvis. Here. Drink some of this Halcyon.
Oh, now, Mr. Yale, what do the lives of these puny humans matter to me?
Oh, here, drink some beer now.
Well, I'm just about as low down as can be. You know, it's the first time we ever had somebody who was an actual person from the hill country as president. I think I'll pass all sorts of laws designed to favor hillbillies. For too long, hillbillies would...
Here, take it easy there, Dr. Elvis. Have some more of this Halcyon. From now on, lard will be banished from the White House kitchen. That's it, Mr. Yale. And now, Super Health Station, a television show which doesn't relax you but unnerves you, presents The Sore Loser. Tonight I'm the Sore Loser. Sore Loser bought 1 lottery ticket and didn't win the megabucks. Let's watch.
Goddamn! Oh, kill!
Only on The Sore Loser. Are your kids rambunctious? Wide awake? Always on the go? Doesn't it make you sick? Well, haven't you heard of pep loss? Pep loss turns the crabbies into the drowsies. And now, incredibly obscure and ponderous cheap movies that we get for virtually nothing late at night presents Abe Lincoln in Outer Space. 407 light years ago. And now, Pat Robertson's Christian Network presents What Kind of Name is Dobie?
Dobie? That ain't no Christian name. You don't see that in the Old Testament. And Dobie begat unto Abraham.
And now, Mr. Mohawk. On this episode, Mr. Mohawk attempts to join the FBI. Sorry, but you have to cut your mohawk off if you want to join the FBI. But how am I going to infiltrate gangs of roving youth with the standard haircut? We have a prosthetic device. You can implant it in your head and it simulates a mohawk and sends signals back to us. Mr. And now, Andy Hardy confronts the military-industrial complex. One of a series of Andy Hardy films we only show late at night. Jeepers, I'd like to confront the military-industrial complex, but I can't even see as far as their belt buckle. And now, Slasher Films, in association with Hammer Productions, presents The Angry Bald Man. Those scoundrels, they laughed at me. They taunted my shiny pate. But I'll have my revenge. I'll put mercury in their water. And their hair will fall out, just like mine. And that way,
Superhouse Station presents a play by Patty Chayefsky, The Last Weirdo. Who do you want to kill tonight, Patty?
I don't know. Who do you want to kill tonight?
An now limited attention span theater in association with Miramax Films presents Kentucky Vampire.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, I sure am getting sick of sucking the necks of all them city slickers. Just give me a good old boy that's got himself a nice little buzz on from that there moonshine still. Everybody knows that hillbillies don't eat garlic. They're gonna have to drive wooden bootleggers still plank through my heart, right on the old plank road. Cause I'm,
Oh, Kentucky Vampire! You've got to know him! Kentucky Vampire! You've got to show him!
also stay tuned for West Virginia Frankenstein and The Thing from New Jersey. The Creature from Black Hills, South Dakota. It happened at the San Francisco earthquake. And other fine films in our Festival of Geography. And now it's Attack of the Giant Plastic Army Soldiers.
Oh no, here comes Giant Army Soldier!
And now, Paul Lynde and Rock Hudson in the 1952 film, Bachelor's Fist. No, sorry. Bachelor's First. Featuring Doris Day.
Ooh!
What's troubling you, Doris?
Oh!
Wow, seems as though Doris is having a little problem, eh?
Good boy. Rocky boy. Hey, Rocky. Hey, why are you hanging around that bimbo for anyway? Hey, Rocky, huh? Rocky, huh?
And now, a documentary from the man who brought you Titicut Falls. The tawdry world of beatniks.
It's not all Capio and bongo playing at the Beatnik Ranch. No, sir, it's a seamy world in which hepatitis, marijuana, and mobsters predominate. In a maddening mixture that'll set your reefer-fired brain upsetting apart. It's the tawdry world of beatniks, chocked up on amphetamine-laced cappuccino. The tawdry world of beatniks.
But first, Attack of the 50-foot guest star.
Here he comes. He's stepping on all our lines. It's the 50-foot guest star!
And now, Espionage is just a thin disguise for homosexuality. Productions presents I Am Not a Spy.
The spy with 50 different personalities.
Oh, Fendi, you are mistaken. I am not a spy.
Senor, I am not a spy.
How can you mistake me for a spy, incompetent fool?
I say, old boy, you seem to have me mistaken for some sort of espionage chap now. Well, around our parts here, stranger, we don't come to be calling no kind of spy around here now. I don't know what exactly you're getting at. Come back next week for another exciting installment of I Am Not a Spy. I hope you're scared enough, because now it's time for Hungover DA, starring in Miscarriage of Justice. What's that?
It's the sound of mugs frying. Just like you're gonna fry if you don't come across with the info.
But all I had was parking tickets. Don't can me that line. Listen, the hungover DA needs to win this election in September. Special election we're calling. And if you don't come across with the goods on that ring, it's gonna mean the hot seat for you.
But all I got is parking tickets.
And now, Hell Station presents Indianapolis 500 BC. Look at those Aborigines go. They've been running for 500 consecutive hours now.
Crazed out of their mind on tribal medicines, so-called.
Well, we'd like to give you the Neolithic and Paleolithic equivalents of their actual given names, but they would be unpronounceable to our ears, so we're going to leave Indianapolis 500 BC. So we can present the hippie Flintstones. From the town of Red Rocks, they've been torn right out of history. This episode, Fred decides that a gigantic steaming portion of dinosaur ribs
just might be bad for his health.
And now, Hell Station presents The Big Gun, a network premiere. Last week on The Big Gun was revealed. In this episode, the big gun will go off.
And now, the priest and the lady Marine.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Come on, get with it already, Padre. We're trapped on this desert island.
And now, the exciting climax. 2 hours of car chases, guns going off,
And people exploding for no apparent reason.
The exciting climax. But first, this word for the excellent new movie from Great Britain. Have you seen the excellent new movie from Great Britain?
No, I don't believe I have.
Didn't think so. Next time someone asks you this question, just say, yes, I got myself a copy of the excellent new movie from Great Britain. Only 1995. Don't be left out in the cold. Next time you're at Professor Pell's whip out the Nouveau Bourgeois, you can point to your video copy of the excellent new movie from Great Britain. And now, the archetypal war film, To Hell and Back, a sequel to The Road to Hell.
There's a bullet with my name on it. And the hell of it is, it's been signing my chest.
And now let's take a break with Jerry Lewis in The Menial.
that smell bad. I'd like to hire Jim. He's a good Christian, a non-drinker, but he comes from the city that smells bad.
So I figured you had to give the job to an obviously much less qualified person.
And now, television trashoman. 12 different origins for the development of television. It was the radio, it was the advertisers, it was the motion pictures, it was the comic strips, it was some Russian, it was an American guy.
Only on Trashoman. And now, Super Late Night Theater presents A Very Bad Play.
Well, this is a real stinker. I'm embarrassed to be in this one.
And now, Abbott and Costello meet a dangerous gorilla.
Loud!
And now, Dirty Devil.
He doesn't play fair.